Ashley and Andrew. We just wanted to make a video introducing ourselves. I know that a lot of you know Andrew and myself, and a few of you probably only know me. I'm not as well known, but there might even be some of you that don't know Andrew either. So we'd like to just get on here and try to make it a little bit more personal so that you can all kind of feel like you're part of us and know who we are and what we stand behind. So I guess I'll start with Andrew.
Okay. What do you want to know?
What do you do for a living other than
this?
Midwest, yes.
So my career is in electrical engineering. I work for a company where we watch bulk electric utility power for about a quarter of the United States. And I sit at a desk for a 12-hour shift period and watch electricity and maintain reliability for those states. So I've done that for, it'll be 17 years in June. And I work a rotating shift schedule, so I'm on for so many weeks and off for quite a few weeks. So leaves me with a lot of freedom to do hobbies and other businesses and things like this. So I also run a customized car audio shop called AMI Customs, which I ran that for 14 years and done a wide array of things with that business. So I've done fiberglass gauge pods, done door speaker pods, done sub boxes, done walls and cars, done super capacitor banks for several customers all over the United States. So I have several, I guess, hats that you would call it that I wear. So and now we have Midwest on top to run as well. So very excited about Midwest. I've been involved with Midwest in one capacity or another for probably about the last 13 years. So very, very happy. I'm looking forward to what we've got in store for you guys for this next season. So, and Ashley, probably a lot of people don't know what she does. So
I'm a mama first. I love my babies. We have 3 daughters, and I'm a substitute teacher so that I can kind of be off when they're off and make sure that if they need anything, I can take care of that first and be a substitute teacher. Like, I get to hang out with all the kiddos and help them to learn and grow and know somebody cares about them.
Yep.
So, yeah, I really enjoy that. I used to be a receptionist at a surgeon's office. He removed skin cancer, and that was really rewarding job as well. But I really enjoy being a substitute teacher for the time off and for getting to be with kids to help them grow and learn.
Yep.
And then
and something too that's unique, like me and Ashley, I worked at a stereo shop when we started dating, and it was when we were both in college is when we met. And one of her cars that her pickup truck that she competed with. So we actually both competed. I had my own car and she had hers.
That was better.
And hers was actually quite a bit louder. So
he built it though, so.
Yeah, and that was when I worked for a shop in Russellville, Arkansas called Car Stereo Express. So I worked for them for quite a while while I was going to school to get my degree. And then shortly after that, we both moved to where we currently reside now, and then which is in Conway, and then we
telling people where we live.
Well, they know. They can look on the website. It has our PO box address. So
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
But and I've been involved in car audio for like 20 plus years, so that's kind of my background. Like my first show I ever went to was in 2003 in West Plains, Missouri. So I've been in this area for 20 plus years doing car audio. So I have a super big passion for it. I've always loved car audio. It's been something that's been just intriguing and just fun for me, and I just like the physics behind it and the challenge of trying to get louder and trying to be louder with less power and louder with different equipment, and louder in different vehicles. I've always thought that was neat, and just the different mindsets and the different customization that different people have and their take on how they do something. I've always been fascinated with that. So that's kind of why I've been involved with car audio in one capacity or another.
Yep.
Yep.
I knew what I was getting into when I married him. He was already doing car audio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you have stuff in your vehicle when you were 16?
Oh yeah, I've always
Audio?
I've always had audio. Every car I've owned has always had some kind of system in it to some capacity. I mean, my very first system I had was a single 8 and a 10, and that was when I knew nothing about any of this. Like, I just thought that, okay, the more speakers you had was the louder that you were, and I had mixed matched equipment and had one, I think, in a ported box and one in a sealed box. I mean, it was a mess, but I thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
You know, and
I mean, you're a teenager.
yeah,
You're a little bitty baby, so you didn't know.
Yeah.
So what was your first job, or what did you grow up like around?
So my first like real job that I consider like a real, I mean, I had like mowed lawns, I shoveled snow, I did like all kinds of work like that, but
He's a hustler.
my first real job, you know, is I worked at a marina. I was a deckhand at the marina, and I would do on the side, customers would come in, they would want their stereo put in or speakers put in their boat, and I started doing that. And then I actually started doing that while I was at the marina. I started doing stereo installs there, and then that kind of bridged into me doing it more on the car audio side of it. And then as you know, I made more income and had more money to play around with car audio stuff, and I just started going nuts with it. Started putting more subs, bigger amps, bigger stuff like that. And then I didn't really start competing actually until, I mean, I went to shows occasionally, but I didn't get like super competitive actually until me and Ashley got married. So once me and her got married, it just kind of ramped up. I mean, it got over the top real quick in a hurry. And,
I'm too supportive. I'm like, oh, go do it. You got this.
And I'm sure many people watching this, and many people know me for the truck, the Black Nasty. That thing got super famous, like further than I ever anticipated it going, and just got a lot of publicity really quick and in a hurry. But
you know who came up with the slogan for the Black Nasty?
that was her.
It's me.
Yeah. So yeah, it was fun. I mean, it's still I enjoy the heck out of it. You know, I mean, it's one of those things where like you get to a point where you just want to try something different, and I wanted to try something more and more, and I got to a point where I wanted to do this. Like, I wanted to be so involved in Midwest that, you know, this just felt right. This felt like the right move for us, and it felt like the right decision too. So I'm excited. I really am. Yeah. I'm excited to see you as the competitor watching this, like, you achieving your goals and your dreams, because I had several of them and I achieved all of them with the truck I competed with. So I want to see everybody be able to get what they're after. You know, I mean, that's I think the fun part for us, watching you as you compete. And you know, we even saw it this last year.
I get so excited.
I mean, we saw it this last year, like I'll just name drop, like Chris and Jacob Box. I mean, it was the first time that Jacob had won, and you could just see the excitement between the two and the lanes.
He's a proud daddy. Give him a big hug afterwards.
And that stuff makes it like super worth it for us. You know, like makes it like we're making the right choices, we're making the right decisions, and we're really putting our all into it and really trying to put a lot of work into it to make it where we think it should go, you know, and the goals we have for the organization. So
I know you said something about the Black Nasty, and I know you've gotten a lot since you've become the owner of Midwest SPL, questions about where is the Nasty?
Yeah, like what's happening with the truck.
We're currently keeping the truck.
Yeah, I still own it.
We love it.
It doesn't.
What could we do with it? You have to keep it.
It's one of those things, like,
love it.
It's real tough to let it go because I was super attached to it in a lot of different ways, because of the time that I had and the memories behind it. I have a lot of really good memories with that truck and competing and going to different shows.
Yeah, made so many friends.
Yeah, for sure. Met a lot of different manufacturers, built some really good relationships with manufacturers over the years. You know, so much so that, like, when I picked up the phone after, you know, leaving Midwest and calling them, they were just like, man, how can we help?
Yeah.
You know, really, and it's excited. Just like more so than what I expected, you know. So it's
we've gotten a lot of support. from all those people, and
For
we're
sure.
super excited. We've gotten a lot of support from our competitors too, because we haven't actually had any shows under our belt yet, but just the amount of support from people either calling us or texting us or sharing our post or liking our posts on Midwest and commenting, like all of that support, we see it and we love it. Like, it makes us feel like, okay, we're in the right direction. We're doing good.
Yeah. For sure.
So something else about you, like things that, like, if you were talking to, like, you were making a new best friend, what's your favorite color?
Me?
Yeah.
So my favorite color is blue, which is
mine too.
Yeah, what my truck is.
Yeah. His
my
GMC.
daily driver truck, my diesel truck. Yeah, it's blue. So that's the first blue truck I've ever owned.
Yeah.
Her S10 that she had was a Sonoma, but
that I competed with.
You know, everyone calls them S10s, but
GMC Sonoma.
It was blue. So that was
a POS.
She's owned one.
The
thing was a piece of junk, but it at the end it got to where that thing was burning like a quart of oil like every day.
I drove it. I mean,
leaked
like,
it too bad. Had a rear main seal leak.
She had some get up and go though.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good truck for the fact they got you around town, but it was a lot to maintain there at the end. But
so you have a name for the Black Nasty. What's your name for your blue truck?
So we've called it the Dirty Max, or
I call it Dirty Maxine.
Yeah,
it's a lady.
Which it's not deleted, so
right.
technically it's not a Dirty Max, but I mean that's what people call Duramaxes. So
yeah. Well, because she also has like little things, like if you get too close to something or a vehicle that's in front of you, you get too close to it, the seat vibrates and goes. Rah, 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 rah. So that's totally a woman yelling, like, slow down.
Yeah.
But my Yukon, she's called Black Betty.
Yeah.
And I sing to her, whoa, Black Betty, bam, blam. Black Betty at a job, let's take mama to work. I sing to her all the time because I'm weird like that. But, okay, so your favorite color. Can you run fast in your new shoes whenever you get them? Do you try them out?
Usually no, because it hurts my back.
He's getting so old.
Yeah.
To get up.
Yeah.
All right. Favorite animal?
Favorite animal? I don't know. I'm a dog and cat person. I like both of them, but I like my cats. So we have a couple that are they're good animals. So we have a shop cat that I love that little guy to death. So he's a cool cat.
We are very animal oriented. We love animals.
A ton of animals.
So many cats and dogs, and my favorite animal, turtles. So we have some tortoises.
Yeah.
And I mean, we love animals so much that one of our daughters wants to be a vet when she grows up. So, and she will. She'll do what she wants.
And it's nice too. Like out here where we're at now, we have property and land, so we have enough space to have, and we're outside of city limits, so there's not like really, we can do pretty much anything we want out here. Yeah. So we can have all kinds of different animals, which is nice.
Yep. Very cool. All right. Well, let's see. What else would you guys like to know about us? If we did a live video and you guys had questions to like shoot at us through the comments and we sit here and answered it, would you guys want to do that? We can do that if you want to. We're a pretty open book. We want everyone to feel like a family, and that's part of one of the reasons why when we were approached about Midwest, what helped make the decision is because Midwest is very family oriented already. And
there's a lot of reasons why we picked it, and why we were supportive of the decision that Steve and Becky made, and and us becoming the new owners of the organization was because of just the way it's ran and the way that the competitors treat one another. It is very unique and special, and a lot to be said about the group of people that come together and how supportive they are of one another, even though it's a very competitive sport and it's a very, you're competing against each other, and people's egos and minds and stuff can run wild sometimes. But at the end of the day, like, we see a lot of our number one competitors that compete with us are right there in the lanes helping the guy they're going against. We see that a lot. And that speaks volumes of the way our organization is ran. So that's one thing that
and
we
we'll continue to.
Yeah, and that's one thing we liked a lot, you know, and that's something that we want to foster, that continuing going forward. But
and Andrew, he's already started getting all kinds of tools and stuff. So if anyone needs anything when we're at a show and he's got it in the trailer, you are more than welcome for it to come ask him, hey, you got this? And he'll probably have it. And if he has a moment where he's not doing a run, he'll come help you. Or if you just need advice, he's a pretty smart guy. Don't tell him because his head gets like this. But he's pretty smart and he's very kind and helpful and wants people to succeed, I feel like.
One thing, too, I've learned over the years is that, like, not everybody knows everything, but it's knowing the person to go to ask. So, like, I've built quite a few relationships with people over the last 20 years of being in car audio that if I don't know it, I bet I can get you to the person who does.
Yeah.
So, like, that's something that, you know, we want to pride ourselves on and be able to help out as much as we can, you know. So anybody who has issues when they're in the lanes or trying to get their build together, trying to figure things out, like, I get it, man, because I was there. Like, it gets tough sometimes, you know, and trying to build your vehicle for a specific class, it can get difficult. And knowing what direction you need to go without any guidance, it can get tough. Yeah. But that's part of what makes it fun, too, though.
Yeah, it does. Like all the relationships that you build and make, and I mean, we have so many friends that we've made already from the organization, and we hope to meet and know all of you other competitors that have been going to the shows or are going to be new incoming competitors with us. Like, we want you to be able to know us, and we want to know you, and if there's anything that we can help you with, we'd love to do that.
Yep, for sure.
Is there anything else you want to add to it?
No, I think we covered a lot of it, so I'm sure we'll forget once we turn the video
my favorite candy is Reese's. Let's see, what else do I like? I like Coca-Cola, last name McCullough.
I like Dr. Pepper, so
I'll drink his Dr. Peppers.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Y'all don't give me nothing. I've used his money and bought what I want, so it's fine. So yeah, I think that kind of ties it up. But if you guys want to a know-it-all kind of live stream at some point,
I think we'll probably do one anyways.
Even if you don't want it.
Yeah, we'll probably do one anyways, because I mean, like...
Well, maybe New Year's.
Maybe.
For the new year. We'll see.
Maybe after New Year's.
Yeah, Valentine's Day.
Probably after New Year's. Maybe a day or two after New Year's. I don't know. Depends on when this video goes up. So...
You gotta edit it.
Yeah.
Tonight. Make it happen.
Maybe.
All right. Well, thanks for sitting here with me. I got ink on his shirt by accident, and I cleaned it and made it look better. And he was grumpy at first, but look how happy he is now getting to talk about car audio. Like, literally, like, eats, breathes car audio. It's been that way since we were dating.
I do like it.
Should we tell him how we date like that? Facebook. Yep. There was a group on Facebook called Drive It Like You Stole It. And I like to drive fast. Little fun fact about me. Did you make that one?
No,
or was it mine, the in and out? Like,
I don't remember.
I can't remember.
If I did
but
or not. That's been a long time ago.
He asked me if I've ever been to some drag races before. And I was like, nope, but I want to go. And then, so we just started talking, and then we met in person at Hardee's restaurant, and we sit there for like hours just chit-chatting and talking together, and the rest is kind of history. Yep. Yes, me and marry him in 6 months. So I done snatched him up. I said, yeah. What to do the proposal one too later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun.
If you'll ask, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll tell you anyway. But yeah. And then
we'll see how many people watch this all the way through to 19 minutes and then see if they ask on the live stream.
Yeah, there we go. It's a long video, but you got to know all kinds of stuff.
I'm gonna find the Easter egg at the end of the rainbow.
The Easter eggs don't go to rainbows. That's something else, I think.
This is pot of golds at the end of the rainbow.
Yeah. All right. It's been 20 minutes. I think y'all have probably had enough of us.
Yep. All right, we're out.
Bye.